Hi everyone, welcome to Firesoultarot. I hope you're all keeping well. Today I'm bringing you this reading about your future spouse and why will they fall in love with you. Before I start the reading, I got a channel message there, like from Spirit, because what happened to me is that I wanted to record this video a few days ago, and I got gifted some roses, these beautiful roses as you see. But because time passed by and I had to prioritize so many other things before being able to record, these roses have started to mold the petals, I noticed, and now I've saved just a few that are not molded, and I still use them for the reading. But this is a message for me, for you that are viewing this video, from Spirit, telling you what is it that you are prioritizing. Are you leaving space for the love that you seek? It's about asking yourself questions like, are you giving yourself permission to to invest energies and time in this dream of yours, which is being in a connection with a significant person. So, how much are you willing to give of yourself, in order to reach that? And anyway, so that's the reflection there for anyone who this resonates with. Anyway, let's go to the pile. 1 is the manifesting the one. Pile 2 is twin flame recognition, and pile 3 is the marriage. I'll see you at your reading. Hi to everyone who chose the manifesting the one card. This is your reading. Let's see. So before I actually start the reading, I want to remind you that when I reach 3,000 subscribers, I will offer a free personal reading with me of 30 minutes to an hour. And if you want to participate, please check the description box. Now, I'm going to try to go into the details of why your future spouse will fall in love with you. The first thing that comes up with this card, the 1, is that when you'll meet your future spouse, they will have this very strong feeling that you are the one. And it's going to be something very instinctive and intuitive. So on an intuitive level, this person will know that you are the one for them. So it's going to be a strong feeling of knowing already. I also want to show you the cards that came up, these oracle cards. I have the wisdom card, and I have also the purity card, which is another unicorn. What was very surprising to me, and I already pre-shuffled many different oracle cards, is that I got so many synchronistic messages between different decks, and they all connected. And so it was quite surprising how they all came out. The one card came out as well. So this is a confirmation of the very first card that you got. I'm going to also consult the tarot as I go through these oracle cards, so it's going to be a pretty long reading. But so let's begin here. So with this unicorn representation, there is this immediate feeling that you're somebody extremely special to them, somebody unique. There is no one like you. So you probably have qualities that are rare to find, one of which is purity of spirit, because to find a pure heart, it's something quite rare, and your future spouse will recognize that in you. So they will feel a sense of trust, first of all, towards you, and also they will feel like there is this mystery that it's you as a person, and that they really want to unveil, because the unicorn is a creature that people will question. Did the unicorns ever existed, or do they exist? It's kind of a mythological creature, so it really brings these cards. They really bring the energy of this is a mystery that I want to discover. This person that I have in front of me is something that captivates my curiosity, and is very intriguing to me, and I want to find out more about this magical being that you are. So that's the very first thing. Also, you have probably a quite genuine appearance. I mean, as a person, you probably are somebody that, for example, looks younger than their age. And therefore many people will ask themselves, how do you do it? How do you actually maintain this freshness to you? Another aspect of you, though, is that you're very wise. So it's a mix of you being very fresh, as if you were just born, and then being very wise, uh, sort of wise beyond your years. And therefore it's like a bit of a like a puzzle. Like, how did you get all this where did you get all this wisdom? So clearly there is a connection to spirit that you have, to the spiritual world, to there is somehow something very spiritual about you that brings you these characteristics that show for you, and that your future spouse will notice, and that will make them feel really like they found something that is a treasure, something very rare that needs to be treasured. They want to grab and take hold of and not let go of. Let's have a look through some tarot. Right, so I want to straight away clarify this oracle card that we have here. There is definitely this light coming from you. It's like it's a light that shines from within. It's your personality, it's the way you are. But I'll give you more details with the other oracle decks, because a lot came up. We have the Four of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. Why will they love you? Will they fall in love with you? Ten of Wands, and at the bottom we have the Ten of Cups. So that's the energy of the one you want to form a family with, the one you see yourself growing old and having children, and the one that you feel is going to give you the utmost emotional stability and emotional satisfaction, so emotional fulfillment. So definitely that is the card of the one, basically, that's confirming this message. But also I see a lot of strength in you, because you've gone through a lot. The Ten of Wands is a very heavy energy. You might have been somebody that is needed to move home often, and there have been times where you have been confused on which direction was right for you. There have been times where you need to retreat in order to refuel your own energy and mend your own heart, because of what you've gone through in life. And yet there is this resilience represented by the Knight of Pentacles. You take your steady steps forward, and you come out of any confusion, and you take with courage the challenges ahead of you. whatever those may be. So this person is very, your future spouse is very shocked at your ability to have this flexible mentality, to have this adaptability in life, to whatever challenges come ahead of you, and your ability to grow and maintain your balance, because pentacles are about material things and stability, and you are on this road to building your stability, your own grounded energy. You are able to grow grow and come out of mental turmoil by taking time to rejuvenate. So you may be somebody that likes to meditate, or that takes often frequent naps because you need to recharge your energy. You may be somebody that really values the practice of resting in order to rebalance yourself. And you are capable of holding up the heavy lifting, in life. Like, you are a strong person that is able to face a lot. That's one of the reasons why they will fall in love with you, first of all. But there is also a gentleness in you, because all these depictions of the unicorn really gives me this feeling of a gentle spirit, a purity of heart, a purity of mind as well. You you are somebody that maintains a pure energy overall in your being. You also got the in the Lenormand, you got the card of the life tree. So that's about soul recognition. Your future spouse will fall in love with you because they will feel the soul bond with you. They will feel that you two are connected in a very strong way that cannot even be explained easily. It's a spiritual connection. Therefore, you may be coming from completely different environments and yet feel this inexplicable connection between you two that looks like it comes out of the blue. In the eyes of the others, it will be inexplicable for sure. Only you two probably will understand this, because this is the nature of spiritual connections. They may not make sense for the outside world, but they definitely make sense for the souls that are connected in their life journey, possibly even through lifetimes. So that's what I'm feeling with this card, which is also a card of manifestation of a strong foundation of a family, of family roots. So you two will build together this legacy. In confirmation of what we saw with the Four of Swords card earlier, we have the Hermit. So that's you retreating often to find yourself again. And so you may be somebody that likes to spend some time by yourself. You actually enjoy the time you spend by yourself doing the rituals, activities that you feel are nurturing for you, and they make you feel like you are gaining clarity on whatever matter you are seeking to gain clarity within. um, so you do not fear being alone, like in terms of without being not surrounded by people at all times. You are not fearful of that. You actually cherish those moments where you can cultivate yourself. With the camel, there is a confirmation about the Ten of Wands energy that we saw. The camel is a very strong animal. It can stand all sorts of temperatures. If you think about a desert, it goes from very cold to very hot. You're very adaptable, as I said before. And you have resources in you that it looks like they come off this magic hat. These resources look like they're never ending. You're a very resourceful person. Um, And some people wonder, where do you get all this energy, or where do you get all these ideas, where do you get your resources, how can you be so resourceful, how can you always come on top at the end of the day, even when you go down you come up. It's that kind of energy of even like a cat, and the 9 lives of a cat. It kind of gives you that kind of energy with the camel, very resilient. So your future spouse is very much, I think, caught and surprised by this resilience of yours. Let's continue. Yeah. So from this other spirit oracle deck, spirit animals oracle deck, you got the otter spirit. You're never alone. And also you got the dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love. So there is first of all this confirmation for me with the Hermit card, that although you love your alone time, when you don't have necessarily people around, you are also very sociable, because the otter actually lives in a social group. So you do have a side of you that seeks retreating, but then you also, after you have done your work, after you have done this retreating time, you seek sociable contact with others. So you're a mixture of introvert extrovert type of person. You're an ambivert. And also, even at times when you are on your own, you have this conscious knowing that you're never alone, because you have this conscious knowing that everything is connected, and that therefore you never feel lonely at the end of the day. You might have had probably a phase where you felt lonely and feared loneliness, but I think you have overcome that, and you have come to a point of wisdom where you don't fear that anymore, and that you actually are able to enjoy time spent by yourself. And then whenever you feel ready, whenever your energy is recharged, you then seek other people. I feel you could be an empath, because empathic people, because they feel so much of their surrounding, they seek a long time, not because they are lone wolves, or because they are like antisocial. It's not that. It's just because empathic people feel so much from other people's energy that they need sometimes to clear the energy that they have absorbed from others. And therefore, that's when you retreat, and then you come out again and want to socialize and seek other people's contact and input in your life. So it's a nice combination, I feel. And anyway, it's what works for you, and your future spouse will understand this about you. Now, number 5, number 42, and number 19 could be relevant for you. With the dog spirit, there is loyalty. Your future spouse sees how loyal you are to your friends, how loyal you are to the people you love, to the things you love, to the activities that you love. So your future spouse understands that you are a person that has got the value of loyalty very strong in you. And so they know that this will be something that will be applied as well in the relationship with them, that this is one of the things that will make them fall in love with you. This sense of trust that they can rely on you and on your love, because you're going to be loyal and devoted, which is confirmed, by the way, by the dogs card. I mean, look at the resonance again from different oracles. I got several messages, all speaking of the same concept. Now, this also talks about your sociable side, because getting together with friends is written here, which you love your time with your friends, and that's something that they love about you. Dark man could be either you, if you're a man watching, or it could be that your future spouse is a person with dark features. Take it as it resonates. This is another card that came out of the tea leaves cards. Oh, by the way, also look at this. You got as well the happy family card. And look at the rainbow. The rainbow is a significant sign for you, I feel, because this is coming already twice here. And so with this happy family card, clearly your future spouse will see this possibility with you to create a happy family and to have what they wished for, to have this stability. Your future spouse may be somebody that might have had struggled with their own family. There may have been something challenging within their own childhood. That's only for some of you, and therefore they may seek to build their own family very strongly, because I see this repeated. And so when they meet you, they see in you all the qualities that can bring about a good family, a good family life, whatever family means to you. If you are not in the age of childbearing and you still seek, of course, a partner, you know, that's valid still. In fact, I got for you specifically a card that may be talking about this, because I have this card that came out which says something is missing: intimacy or fertility issues. So if either you have fertility issues that you know of, or if you can't anymore bear children because of your age, this union is going to happen no matter what, because your future spouse is going to want to make a family. For the ones of you that for one reason or the other cannot have children, your future spouse is going to be there for you. So you do not need to worry if you are worrying about, will somebody else accept me regardless of these issues, fertility issues that I have, or intimacy issues. So if you're somebody that had, for example, for this card to appear in this group of people that is watching pile one, there may be few people, I'm not saying it's everyone, and so only take this if it is for you. There may be a few people that might have had some negative experiences in terms of your physical intimacy or intimacy in general. And so whatever trauma, if you did go through that, I'm very sorry that you went through that. But regardless of this, your future spouse will want you, will desire to form this family with you. So do not be worried if that's something that's in your mind and kind of bothering you. 18 could be a relevant number for you. Let's continue. So I also have these two cards which also came out from different decks, clearly, and they both talk about growth, transformation. So your future spouse will love you because you are somebody able to evolve within your life. You are not afraid of what that entails, because transformation is not an easy process. And growth is not an easy process. So it really requires a lot of being proactive. So your future spouse loves how proactive you are towards your own self-development. Let me check with Tarot about this self-development. What is this about specifically? What is the area of life for pile one that they mostly demonstrated the self-development? Let's see. I have the Two of Swords again, the Three of Wands, and the High Priestess. At the bottom of the deck I have the Star. So you are someone that in the face of uncertainty has looked at whatever new opportunities you had in front of you, and you followed your intuition about this path, because you knew that only moving forward, leaving behind any doubts, would lead you towards your growth, towards your expansion, towards the achievement of goals and ambitions that you had, and towards the continuing of your healing journey. So that's what I'm seeing through the tarot here. Let's see more. Well, on a physical level, let me tell you, your future spouse is going to love your body, absolutely gorgeous body that you have. I have this card, I cannot show the nudity, but your future spouse is going to love and admire um, your body. They are going to be very enamored with it. And if you look at this picture, it shows a very surprised face of this, specifically this man is looking at the body of this woman, and they have this kind of wow factor. So they're looking specifically at the lower parts of the body, as you can probably understand from the picture. So you may have something very special about your back part, or even your own, let's say reproductive organs. Let's put it that way. There is something about it that's really enticing for your future spouse. So that's something I need to mention since it came out. There is also a strong halo of mystery that you bring, because I have the Moon card for the Casanova tarot deck as well as the Chariot card. So what they're going to fall in love with is this sense of mystery, discovery about you, who you are, what you bring, and this sense of adventure, because in the Chariot there is basically this couple that are making love in a, in a carriage. So basically your future spouse loves your adventure side, and this is confirmed by the Three of Wands card. You have this passionate side of you, which is very interesting. You are spontaneous, and this spontaneity really captures your future spouse. You are somebody that may have already done, sensual activities, let's say, in places where you're not usually meant to do it. and and maybe you will experience that with your future spouse, and they're going to love that side of you. And of course, again, take this message only if it is for you. They overall see a lot of beauty in you. There is this beauty card, and I'm going to clarify more about this. This beauty comes from within, I feel, because you are very grateful for what you have in your life already, and so it's a beauty that is obviously physical, because we've seen it in this card, but also from this other oracle I get that you also have a beautiful heart and a beauty that comes from within, because you have this attitude of being grateful for all the blessings that already are in your life. Let me show you, there is another card that also talks about beauty. So there is this card, the eyes of beauty, positive expectations and clarity. Now, so I feel like, first of all, that you have beautiful eyes, and your future spouse is going to fall in love with your eyes. They're going to be very captivating for your future spouse. You see this girl, she has a veil. There is this veil of mystery that it's really intriguing to your future spouse, I can tell. There is this energy of intrigue that comes through this reading multiple times, and your eyes are going to stand out as one of the things that your future spouse is going to find beautiful in you and loving. Your loving eyes. So yes, that's what I'm gathering here, as well as you have this positive expectations, this positive outlook on life, even when life battered you down, when life wasn't easy for you, you still came up and rejuvenated your own energy with the growth, with transformation, and with clarity of mind. So this clarity is actually confirmed by another oracle card that came up, which is this one. My mind is as clear as a still lake. So there is this attribute of yours, that this quality of decisiveness, clarity of mind that you have, that your future spouse admires in you, and that will make them fall in love with you, because you're not somebody that beats around the bush. You're not somebody that tries to go around things, and doesn't get to the point. You get to the point and you state it clearly, and so you're very direct in that. But also there is this playful energy because we have the dolphin, and both the otter card and the dolphin card, they both kind of talk to me about this because otters are very playful animals too. When you see otters interacting with each other, there is this very playful spirit. So your future spouse is going to fall in love with the joy that you bring them. You give them this sense of lightness, free spirit, um, as well as though, look, it says even dive into your own wisdom. So there is that kind of going with the flow, being wise and being fresh. There's this fresh energy coming from you, from your energy that I can get from these spreads. So you have this refreshing energy for your future spouse. It's something that they find very like uh, like a breath of fresh air. Life is not boring with you. It's something we can explore together in a playful way, and it's gonna be fun. And so they're gonna love this about you. They're gonna love how much fun they can have with you, singing, dancing. I also have another tarot, sorry, another oracle that shows a couple dancing, which is very, very, very cute. I found. Look, this is like the celebration. You two, it's yeah, let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. So, by the way, this is a message for you that an invitation to dance and play could could be on your way. Um, but I see these two people really enjoying each other presence and having a big smile on their face and being very content, very satisfied, and very free flowing with each other's energy, playful. They have wings, when you have wings, you can fly, you can, it's like this sense of relief. Yes, I can satisfy my wishes with this person. And then we have also the soulmate card here, which speaks about you two having this soul bond, which I already mentioned earlier. So it's confirmed from this other card. I wonder how many lifetimes you probably already have had together, and this is what's going to pull you and draw you to each other. Because when you have a soulmate bond with somebody, it's just going to naturally pull you, even a long time. Like it's something that is kind of undeniable, and I also have this trust card here. So this sense of trust I mentioned earlier is confirmed once again from this oracle card that came up. So as I said, your future spouse is going to have extreme trust in you because they see you as a very solid person, somebody they can rely on. There's going to be this sense of knowing each other, kind of like that you know each other already because there is a soulmate here. So clearly there is a sense of familiarity that makes I feel you both trust each other instinctively, intuitively. Um, and I also have this daring dreamer and this Gaia card. And the thing about the Gaia is that also I got the trees card and another one. Let me get it. This earth card. So as you can see, this reading is all talking about how much connected you are to Mother Earth, to this energy of Gaia. I'll read you this card first and then I'm going to have a look at this one as well for you. So here it says the frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to this physical plane by showing us the beauty of all aspects of our Great Mother and revealing the more ethereal spiritual aspects of our nature. So you have a strong connection to Earth, which means to me that probably the people that are watching pile one are people that, like you, are probably somebody that loves nature. You may love working in nature, or you may have a job in that involves being in a natural environment. You may love planting seeds and seeing plants grow. You may love to go for walks in nature. So that's all that I can see from this for sure. But let me have a look at also the specific cards of the Daring Dreamer, because there are interesting messages coming through this. So, in regards to the Daring Dreamer, the message is that you are someone that is daring. So, um, I'll read you the message here because it's very very interesting the way it's worded. It says, "Our world needs daring dreamers to redefine beauty, success, and worth." So somehow you are somebody that is not successful according to the typical parameters that society imposes us, but you feel successful in your own way, and so you're redefining what success really means in a life of a person. Because you see, sometimes, for example, some people that want to have, let's say, financial success, right? They have to make major sacrifices on other areas of their life. And for you, for example, success doesn't mean just having a million in your bank account. For you, it's success is probably something more like a balance between work, financial gain, your family life, your love life, your friends. It's more like a different way of redefining what success means, as well as you have a beauty that is not probably typically, you wouldn't be the person that I mean, your beauty is real because your future spouse sees it, and we saw the beauty card coming up. So clearly you are beautiful, but in a way that is very unique to your own self. So you're also redefining beauty parameters. And here he mentions also that, worth. You are redefining what worth means. You have worked on your self-worth. You're somebody that probably went through periods where you felt insecure about your worth, but you worked within yourself to the point that you have reached acknowledgement of your own worth, and you are able now to extend this message to others. I feel like in this group there are probably people that are natural healers, people that have this ability of communicating to others in a clear way that will allow other people to um, heal and to um, rethink about themselves, rethink of the way they see themselves. So you could be somebody that would be very good at motivational speaking, and maybe that's part of your job, I don't know. Anyway, let me read through more. It says here, you can decide what it really means to you to be beautiful, successful, and worthy. That's how you take back control, disempowering the toxic definitions created by others. To live your life according to expectations set by others who do not know or care about you, who are not wise and are out of their own gain, is not a recipe for happiness or fulfillment. You are a daring dreamer and a loving, rebellious visionary. So there is this rebellious side to you, this explorative side to you. You see, represented by the Three of Wands. You go beyond the limitations of what others have tried to impose. So you are daring, you're rebellious, and your future spouse is going to love this side of you. You can imagine a fire, kinder, and more truly beautiful world. You have the awareness and the power to say no to what is unkind, untrue, and unwise. And you get to invite into your life what actually has value to your soul. Be your divine badass self as you say, hello world. You can choose what you wish, but you will not choose for me. I will choose for myself. Thank you very much. Give a voice to your daring dreams. Tell the universe each day about your vision. So, you of a healed world, you have visions of the world in a way that is different for what currently is, and you communicate this to others in a very grounded way, I feel as well. So you may be somebody that works for some environmental causes as well. I feel with this nature very strongly represented here, or maybe you have done that in the past. So you're somebody that has got a strong power in you, I feel. Let me read about the Gaia card. Now, this is a message from Spirit to you. It says here is the right time, or soon will be, for things to come together for you. If there is something that you really believe in, but have been waiting for a long time to bring to life or to see succeed, here is good news that something is beginning to stir. And at the right time, things are going to fall into place. I feel this is talking about you coming together with your future spouse. And it says here, there is a bigger question of divine timing about these matters, and it is not that you are or are not doing something right. Do not give up, but do give into the wise timing of the Earth Mother, who knows how to grow all souls, all things, into perfect fullness of divine expression. So, if there was a lot of patience that you needed to apply, before you see the union with your future spouse, that's because things were getting into alignment. And what does that mean? I mean, when we're talking about the future spouse, is the alignment between two souls. You have to consider that even if you have done all the healing that you needed to do on your part, on the other side there is another person, which is your future spouse, that also has to go through that process. And if for some reason they haven't yet reached the same level of, let's say, healing that you have, and the same alignment with you energetically, then you two are not yet ready to meet. You know what I mean? So I want to explain a little bit better what energetic alignment means. You see, the thing is that when we vibrate, see, our body is made of, is an electromagnetic field that can be measured scientifically. When we have certain emotions, this electromagnetic field vibrates at a certain frequency, and when we have, let's say, lower energy level type of feelings like sadness, grief, and other things, we vibrate differently. Now, when two people align in their vibrations, they can meet. And so, for the union of two people, you need to be in alignment. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't have a bad day and that will compromise you being together or meeting your future spouse. It's about the general energy, though. It's about where are you mostly vibrating at. And so we attract what we are. That's the thing. And we attract who we are. So for a high level vibration union of two people, both people need to have done a lot of inner introspection and healing. That's what this means. And of course, because it's harder than when you're manifesting just for yourself and, putting, for example, work towards getting a job or getting a job done or a project or something, because that's you aligning with what you desire, just yourself. Instead, in that case, it's two people aligning with what they both desire. So as you can see, it takes two then to tango, and obviously it's more complex, but it's not impossible. I mean, definitely not. And this is just to explain how this is happening for you, because for this card to come up, it means that you are aligning with this, and that your future spouse will also feel this alignment at the time when you two meet. Um, Okay, so I actually have another card that talks about the one. If you look at this one, it says this could be the one. So now we have 3 cards talking about the one. So as you can see, the reason your future spouse will fall in love with you is because they recognize that you are the one for them, that one person that can fulfill them. So it's very instinctive, like it's not something that they can rationally explain. But I want to show you also what they're going to love, because the reason they're going to the reason they're going to fall in love with you is because you are a non-judgmental person. There is this card that says stop judging and start loving. So you have this loving heart, and you're not judgmental, and they appreciate this about you. There is a lot of healing that you have done, talking about the healing earlier, the healing that you have done within yourself and that your future spouse will recognize in you, is the ability to restore yourself. So they're going to love your ability to self heal. Not everybody is able to self-heal. A lot of people have to get this from others. But here it says physical and emotional healing. I feel you are an healer, and therefore you also can self-heal. And what you did for yourself was healing what you were doing to yourself, self-sabotage. And this is in connection with what occurred in the past. Because here it says forgiveness, stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So you are a person that probably went through this. You went through a time where you were focusing your energy on things of the past, and you just couldn't sort of get over it. It was very hard for you to let go and forgive yourself, even for having made, let's say, those mistakes and chosen the wrong people or whatever the case was for you. But you also are a daring dreamer, and you also are somebody that believes in the ability to imagine, envision, and create. And so they're gonna love how beautifully you have come out of this mentality of self-sabotage, where you were focusing on past events and you decided that's enough. I'm done with this. I'm going to heal from that, and I'm going to move on and forgive the past and let go of this. So you are somebody that makes choices. You're a strong person that makes clear choices. And making choices is not something that everybody is able to do very decisively. A lot of people tend to get stuck in the mud of not choosing, and they kind of make life choose for themselves. Okay, even situations, some people even stay stuck in situations that are not for them for years, but you actually have had the bravery, because you're daring to come out of those situations and to make the choice to free yourself. Let me check what kind of what have you made choices about. 6 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, one more card and then the bottom of the deck. The Devil, yes. And the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, followed by the 10 of Cups. You have made the choice to release attachments that weren't healthy for you, and you made the strong choice of moving forward, putting one step after the other. You see how the Knight of Pentacles comes out for the second time in the tarot spreads. So you're very patient with yourself, with others, with life, and you continue with this perseverance of the camel. You're resilient as a person. And you know that transformation and growth is a slow process. You see life as a marathon, not a short run. And so you know that to release yourself from and drop the burdening of negative attachments. This could be the negative attachments to a certain mentality, to a certain way of viewing things, of viewing the world, or of viewing your own self and life. Attachments to people that weren't good for you, attachment to a job that wasn't paying off for you anymore, something that wasn't anymore working for you. You have had the courage to step up and let this go and begin anew, exploring new horizons and connecting with people that were more resonating with you, the soul tribe. So that's what you've done, and this is going to lead you to your future spouse, coming out of this lack mentality and coming into union. Look at this, there's also the 10 of Pentacles here, and justice. This is marriage, marriage after you went through. You see all these cards. This is the 4 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, the Justice card, and the 10 of Cups. And in the middle of this, there is this 5 of Pentacles. You have abandoned this self-limiting belief that made you think whatever has occurred in the past is going to continuously happen to me, to be left out, to be abandoned, to be rejected, to be not prosperous in my life. You have released this self-sabotaging thinking mentality, and this is what occurred in the past, and you are leaving this behind, and you are now looking forward to this bright future that's ahead of you. So Tarot is confirming what we are talking about with the oracles here. So let me now continue with the oracles. And please leave me a comment, tell me if you like this wrong reading. I mean, I hope you do. What your future spouse loves about you is the sense of security you give them with this Tiger Lily card. Choose the safe harbor for now. Also, you bring security to other people and to yourself. So you're someone that is all about secure and very secure attachments in terms of healthy loving bonds. You're not a runner, you're not somebody that is like runs away from connections and runs away from true love. You're not afraid of true feelings. And so your future spouse will fall in love with this because they know that their love, their heart is safe in your hands. And assertiveness, yeah, this is the daring side. Rise up, stand stronger and true. I have other cards that confirm this even further, because there is this card here that says sword, make the change. So you're somebody that takes the decisions in their hands. As I said, make choices. You are courageous as a person. So you are not afraid to make the choices when needed. Cut whatever needs to be cut. You see, this girl is cutting with the sword. She's cutting the hair. Now, hair actually holds memories. So this, for me, represents, and I'm having shivers as I say this, represents you freeing yourself from the past emotional burdens and giving yourself the chance for a new life for yourself. That's the kind of change you're making. Number 7 could be relevant for you, as well as number 2 and number 24 and 40 and number 12, not 20. I also saw 12 earlier. So yes, the sunflower, you are this assertive energy you bring. So your future spouse loves this side of you. Also, I have the 3 of Cups here with this door. 3 of Cups. That's again about the playfulness. They absolutely love laughing with you. Your future spouse is going to fall in love with your laughter, with the way you laugh, the way you smile, the way you flirt with them, the playfulness. and passages. You're not afraid to go through transformation, as I said. So you're this brave spirit that goes through life in a very potent way. You charge through with the steady steps. Now, you see, you're on demand. I see this card that came out. It says, be compassionate and kind to yourself as you heal your heart. This is what you bring. You bring healing for yourself, forgiveness for yourself and for others. You bring this kindness and compassionate feelings towards yourself and others. And here it says, getting better. Growth is a journey, not a destination. Welcome improvements one step at a time. What did I say? Yes, confirmation. That's what you do. That's the way you approach life. And your future spouse is going to love that about you. And then I have these meadow moments. Bask in the meadow of moments where presence blossoms in the simplicity of now. So you have this simple, you're this simple soul. You love simplicity. You love to lay on the grass and breathe the fresh air. You love to feel the wind brushing caressing your skin. You love to be in nature and being one with all. Your future spouse is going to see this side of you and they're going to fall in love with you. They probably will want to roll in the grass with you. Honestly, that's the image I'm getting here. And so there's this beauty about you, which is this spontaneity, this spirit of enjoying the moment as well, being present in the moment. I want to read the other side. Happiness is simple. There you go. Find joy in life's small wonders, for they hold the key to fulfilling and contented heart. Yes, you are happy by looking at a bird. Your future spouse is going to fall in love with the way you look at the world and you admire every single plant, every single being, every flower, as you smell one, or you look at the sky, you look at the clouds, and you just are this person that is able to feel very fulfilled by the simple wonders of life. And they're gonna love this about you, absolutely love it. And you're somebody that seek depth in their life, and you have discovered your soul purpose, your life purpose. And if you haven't yet, you're on the way. You're on the way to discovering it. Because only through this brave heart of, this courage of moving forward in your growth and expanding. That's how you do this. That's how you find your purpose. We also have the temple path, which talks again about this soul journey that you're on, about discovering yourself, your path, your purpose in life. What do you bring to this world? And you bring these dreams to reality. So that's how they see you. That's how you are, and that's what they're going to love about you, and that's what's going to make them fall in love with you. We have this devastation card, we have this righteousness card, and we also have this being ordinary card. Now, the devastation really tells me about possibly some of your history where you've had to go through something very tough in your life. And the righteousness is the spirit of knowing your worth, I feel, and knowing that you are right in the way you're thinking, that you are you want to affirm yourself the way you are. You don't want to be forged by the world, by others, and limited by others. So you are a self-assertive person, and being ordinary, you accept yourself the way you are, with your age, with your physical body, with your personality. You have come to a point of realization that being ordinary and simple, it's actually completely fine. You're very much at ease with yourself. You're very much at peace. You're confident in your skin, regardless of what it looks like. You are and this is very attractive to your future spouse. This is very intriguing, and this is what is going to make them fall in love with you. I also have the lioness. Yeah, you have earned all your stripes. So this is again talking about whatever you went through in life that was tough made you actually become this gorgeous being, this beautiful person, inside and out, and to feel very grounded and settled within your own energy. You see, this person is sitting on the ground, enjoying a book. In the background, there is a whale. So you go deep in the emotions. You have a very inquisitive mind. You're very interesting to listen to. You probably are also a very good storyteller. You might be even somebody that writes a book or writes books. That's only for some of you. You're somebody that loves reading probably and relaxing in the. Maybe you read books up in the out in the open, and you love that moment when you're just one with nature and just immersing yourself in the reading of a book that gives you inspiration. So that's how they see you. That's what they love about you, and that's why they fall in love with you. Number 13, 19, 32, and 30 could be relevant, and as well as 29. This could be your age or a relevant date of birth. Take it as it resonates. You have accepted yourself fully. You have accepted your life. You have accepted everything that you went through. So you've come to this point of wisdom. We go back to the wisdom of the unicorn. You're a very wise soul. And your future spouse realizes this about you. You made sour cherry into beauty into a delicious cake. You know what I mean? It's like you transformed things. You're this alchemist. Let me gather some tarot to confirm about this message. Okay, let's see with tarot about this message. Ace of Cups, self-love. You apply self-love regularly. The High Priestess comes out again. You could be a tarot reader. Some of you, of course, not all. You could be very intuitive, extremely connected to spirit, to the spiritual world, to your spirit guides, to your protective angels. So you are definitely an ascended soul, I feel, and you have learned the lesson of self-love very clearly. Ace of Wands, you go with your inspiration. What your future spouse is going to love about you is how an inspired person you are, how much you are brave in going for your dreams. Four of Swords comes out again, the self-healing. What did I say about it earlier? It came out again. And Eight of Swords, freeing yourself from limitations, from heartbreak, and becoming very with this constant work. Seven of Pentacles, putting in day by day your work in. You free yourself, you heal yourself, you move forward with new possibilities emotionally, new creative ideas. You're very creative as a person, and this all comes through the downloads you get from spirit, your angels. Yeah, when everything seemed lost, you got back up and you started once again to go towards your goals. What more possibilities do I have? Let me look at what else is out there. You are an adventurous spirit. You are an entrepreneurial spirit. Now I also have a little bit of history between you two, and this is going to give you some details about what's going to occur between you two. There is going to be a time of separation where you two may not be together physically due to whatever reasons, either it be physical distance, either it be situations that put you make you have to travel for a period of time. I strongly feel for this group that you may have differences between you, cultural differences, differences between the type of world you come from, because the separation really strongly talks about either physical distance or else cultural differences and things that can bring you apart, right? And that's going to then require to let go of control, because you see, if you were to limit yourself from, for example, about what others are going to think about your union, what do you see in this person, why does it make sense to you to be with them? If you're going to question yourself and what you're feeling instinctively, basically you're going to try to control what you're feeling, and therefore that's not going to be I see this kind of happening, that you are going to need to let go of the control, because there are going to be factors that make you feel uncertain in a way. You're like, okay, how come that this union makes sense? I feel this is the one, but how come it makes sense? Because we are socially from different places. We are from different countries, different ethnicities, different. Like, how can this make sense? Or it could be not necessarily this. For some of you, will be one of these elements. I'm just saying, like, there could be something about this connection that doesn't officially, let's say, make sense in terms of the society, right? And yet for you it makes sense, and you're going to have to let go of this control from society, from others, from your family, from whatever, and you're going to then um, get to know each other. So this is the story between you two. How is it going to unfold, I feel? Because first you're going to be not together physically, then you're going to let go of the control and coming together, getting to know each other, and you're going to then retreat with each other to really deepen the bond between you two, away from everybody else, where nobody interferes with this union. And then you're going to realize this could be the one. Like, I mean, that's actually the first card that came out. I think you realize that since the beginning, when you meet this person. Hold on, let me get the card. Yeah, this is the first card that came out. So you are going to meet and realize this could be the one. Then you're going to go your separate ways, or stay your separate ways for some time. And then you're going to let go of the control issues and be like, yeah, let's just do it. Let's get into this. Getting to know each other, and then retreating. And also I see here in this picture a married couple. So this is probably the depiction of your honeymoon as well. So anyway, this is most of the messages I see here. Here it says time. You're trying too hard. Give it time. So that's a reminder from Spirit to give yourself, give yourself a bit of a little bit of resting your mind, resting yourself, because you might be thinking a lot about coming into union with your future spouse, and Spirit is saying, give yourself time, because this alignment is naturally occurring, and you do not need to force anything. So that's what's coming through here. I want to gather one last final message for you with tarot about what will make your future spouse fall in love with you. One final spread. I'm going to clear this out. Okay, so please give me one last message for pile one. What is it about pile one that will make your future spouse fall in love with you? Pile one. Let's see. Queen of Inspiration. That's the Queen of Wands. Your beauty, inner and outer beauty. The fact that you are a powerful person, you're charismatic. Just your energy is magnetic. So the attraction that your future spouse will feel for you from a physical point of view, as well as a personality, like, your personality, is going to be extremely strong. At the bottom we have the Queen of Materials. Look at this. So you embody this very strong energy of being grounded, being also maternal, like if you're a woman specifically, but even if you're a man, you have a very strong feminine energy, which is going to attract your future spouse strongly to you. This energy of being protective and nurturing as a person. Somebody that can really look after others really, really well, as well as themselves. So that's in synthesis what is going to attract your future spouse. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like this video. Share this with anyone you think could benefit from watching it, and as well, please do subscribe. It's something that really helps me with progressing with my work. Thank you so much and have a great day. Hi Pal 2, welcome to your reading. So to everyone who chose this card, I mean, clearly this card talks about twin flame recognition. So your future spouse will fall in love with you because they will recognize you as the one, because your energy resonates with them on a level that nobody else's energy has ever resonated with. So you two are meant to be meant to be together. And here it says this soul that mirrors your own. So you basically will as soon as they meet you, basically this person will understand that they already know you somehow. They will have this strong feeling that it's just like as if they were looking in a mirror and seeing themselves. So as I'm describing you, I most likely will describe a lot of your future spouse now when I say why they will fall in love with you. And this is more likely the reason why you will fall in love with them too. You two are going to be, very similar in many different aspects. So let's see what we have. First of all, I took a lot of oracle cards, and then I'm going to clarify as I go with the oracle cards with the tarot. So we have the ox spirit, we have the gossip card archetype, the advocate, and let's begin with this. Okay, pile 2, the message is of course very profound, because for a lot of you, since you probably are on the twin flame journey, the messages that are going to come through are very strong. The Ock talks about someone that's a messenger of divinity, and that's you I'm talking about, of course. And you see, here it says, the sharp eyes of the Ock watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. And what you are able to do, pile 2, is to capture every detail of people, situations, and then also have this higher point of view. So you're very observant and compassionate towards others and towards the feelings of others, and at the same time you're able to not get caught into the gritty-nitty of reality, and to have this higher point of view and perspective, and to bring it to others as a messenger of the divine. So you are probably somebody that if you've picked this pile and having these cards coming up, you're probably somebody that as their sole purpose is advocating for some particular mission in life. Like you could be somebody that's easily is doing a type of job that is geared towards supporting others. I could bring many different examples here. You could be somebody that works with people with I don't know, for example, that are freeing themselves from toxic habits, dependencies. You could be somebody that volunteers. You could be somebody that even works as a lawyer for causes, for noble causes. You could be a lawyer that works for, I don't know, child adoption. You could work as basically you're a light worker, whatever you do. You could be a doctor, you could be really you could bring this element of renewal of society in a different direction through many different type of work that you do. Okay, so no matter what your job, because you could be an urban planner or an architect and build towns in a way that are let's say more redirected at the needs of every type of person with any kind of need. So no matter what your job, you're doing your job in a way that has got a sole purpose. You're in your mission already, and what your future spouse is going to fall in, why your future spouse is going to fall in love with you is because they are going to feel like you two can align on your life mission together. You two are going to motivate each other, I feel, in your life purpose, and yeah, and they're going to admire your ability to have this higher point of view and to envision things that can change the future of society, the future of how reality is currently. You could be somebody, for example, that is an entrepreneur that does work where you, let's say, recycle materials and transform these materials into something that's usable in a different way. I'm just giving you an example to make you understand the type of qualities that you bring and what will make your future spouse fall in love with you. So the type of work you carry is supportive of others first of all, and is also motivating you because at the base of it there is this sense of compassion for others and wanting to do good in the world. This is what I'm feeling here. Right, let's go on to some further messages. Innocence. So what your future spouse is going to fall in love, why your future spouse is going to fall in love with you is because you have this innocent heart, as much as they have. There is a purity of heart that you bring. You're going to be very, with this apple card coming out, you're going to be a temptation for your future spouse. Like there is something about you that's probably kind of out of their, either out of their league or out of their grasp. Somehow there is something that makes your love story look like a temptation rather than just like a simple plain thing. So there is some element here. We'll find out more with tarot. Money path. They see how abundant you are, how you are prosperous in your path, because the divine is supporting you. That's why. There is this element of someone living your life. Will clarify and crown. There is a regal quality to you. So your future spouse sees you as somebody that has got enormous value, and somebody that they honor and respect. Now, the mirror card came up as another archetype, and I'm not surprised at all because this is a card that literally talks about the soul mirrors that we spoke about in this first card. So, why they will love you? Because you mirror them, because they see in you the values, the sense of purpose that they feel within themselves. And so you reflect back to them all the value that they see in themselves. So you two are coming into union because you are aligning to, in a very high level of um, evolution of your soul. So that's when you two are coming together, because I feel like from what I can see so far, that you are um, an evolved soul, and you are ascending, and your future spouse is coming into union with you, when they are going to be really aligned with the same level of soul growth that you have reached. There may be something. I see this card came up for the Lenormand. There may be something that this person will have to leave behind, like in terms of a formal marriage that they may already have engaged within. So this could be somebody that is going through divorce, for this card to come up, I feel. And this is what's going to make this relationship start as a temptation. I feel like and obviously only take this message if it is resonating, and if it is for you, don't take it if it's not. But this is, to me, clearly talking about the fact that you two are going to see somebody living the life either of you, like, or your future spouse. So let's say either you are in a relationship or a marriage, and you need to leave this marriage and leave behind this other person in order to come into union with your future spouse, or vice versa, is your future spouse that's going to leave their ex-spouse, what will become their ex-spouse, to come into union with you. Because I see this combination of cards that's telling me about this story. So let's see more. Turtle spirit, slow and steady wins the race. Let's see some more. Journey, yeah. So you are on this journey, and your future spouse sees this, and you're taking this journey with calm and peace, like you're not rushing, because you know that this steady energy is what is going to bring you results. Your future spouse will fall in love with this steady energy of yours, this ability of not rushing through life, of taking the higher perspective before you take any movement in your life, before you make any choice, before you take any opportunities. I'm gonna now clarify a bit with tarot from this first few spreads, because I want to see a bit of history, a bit of what we're talking about here. So for pile 2, why will they fall in love with their future spouse? And please clarify a bit of the history as well. The Fool, the Eight of Cups, yeah. That's the energy of leaving something or someone behind that's not satisfactory. That's the grounded energy I was talking about. The Queen of Pentacles, it's confirmation. This is coming. The Hanged Man, yes, taking a pause to gain a higher perspective on things. This message is repeating through tarot. The bottom of the deck, Two of Cups. So as you can see, we have the path here, the journey that you took, leaving behind what was not satisfactory for you. Either it be a relationship. I see someone living your life. Either it be it could be work. It could be anything. But with the Fool, you're starting brand new, or you started brand new with your life, and you're becoming very stable within your energy. You're focusing on your work, you're focusing on your soul purpose, on what you need to achieve for yourself. And with the Hanged Man, you are looking at things with the right eyes, with the right pair of eyes, not anymore with the illusions of the past, but with eyes that are refreshed, in order for you to take this new leap towards a new reality that will bring you into union with your future spouse. So why do they love you? Because they feel the soul bond with you. The Two of Cups is an energy of exchanging love within two people. And they love your grounded energy, this welcoming, nurturing energy that you bring, this stable energy. They love how you look at reality. They understand that you're very wise in the way you look at things, and they understand that you were courageous enough to move forward from things that weren't working for you, and that you have this ability to also be very light-hearted as you go about your day, as you move forward from the disappointments, as you embark on new journeys, new path, the new path that brings you towards what you want to achieve. So that's confirmation for me in this with this tarot spread. But let me continue with the oracle cards. So we have also truth. You bring to your future spouse a sense of being a truthful person, somebody that they can believe what's been spoken. You will never lie to them. They feel that you are an open book. Also, I mean, if you are twin flames, you're going to connect telepathically, so you probably won't even need to speak too many words for you two to understand each other. So it's gonna be an instant connection. It's like a click, and you basically resonate with each other's energy. That's what I'm seeing now. You could specifically have moon in Aquarius. Only take it if it resonates. 22 could be relevant, as well as 42. This could be, sorry, 62. This could be your age or a relevant number repeating in your life, a number that you see repeated in your life. 19, 2 would be also relevant. I see 222. This could be a sequence that you often see. Let me continue with more. So we also have honesty, again, truthfulness, honesty. You bring this strong energy of I am who I am, and I'm not hiding myself. And they love that about you. They're going to love that, and they're going to fall in love with this honest energy of yours. Service. Sorry, that was the advertisement at the end of this music that I'm playing. Service, yeah, you're of service to others. As I said since the beginning, you are somebody that carries some work that is of service to the community, and even the wider community. Could be with this advocate card. Inspires you to put compassion into action. Yes, the compassionate spirit that you have makes you want to take action of service towards others. So they're gonna fall in love with your passion about being of service to others. We also have here, I accept my life exactly as it is. So you have a sense of security within your own energy. This reminds me again of the Queen of Pentacles that came up. You're very secure within yourself. You exude confidence, and your future spouse is gonna fall in love with that confidence that you bring. Number 47, this could be your age. It could be relevant for you. Good luck. You represent for your future spouse like a good luck charm. And look at this truth and trust, your and honesty. Your future spouse completely trusts you. Because they feel like they already know you. As we said before, it's like this energy of like, you know, this soul that mirrors your own. So it's this sense of familiarity, knowing each other already, probably from past lives even, and therefore there is a sense of total trust with each other. So that's what's going to make them fall in love with you. Reconciliation. This again is talking to me first of all about the union of the twins, because this imagery really speaks to me about the twin flame union. But also you may go through a period of temporary separation and then reconciliation with each other if something is in the way, which is could be that one of you is already involved with somebody else at the time when you meet each other. So there is this reconciliation coming up here. I want to then delve into this more actually. Let me clarify with tarot just to understand what are we talking about here. Why is this reconciliation card here, and what is behind this history of the temptation? And so King of Cups, let's see. Ten of Wands, yeah, I can already tell some of this history. Six of Cups, that's the soul recognition between you two. Let me see a bit of the history between you two. Five of Wands, exactly. Hold on, I'll tell you in a minute everything I see. Strength, and at the bottom, yeah, the Six of Pentacles, the Moon, the Four of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. And underneath there is also the Queen of Swords. Okay, so yes, I definitely feel like one of you could already be in a committed relationship. We see there is the Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles when you two meet. And therefore there's going to be a process of needing to hold back from each other, although you two feel this such a strong bond between each other, because you two coming together would steer drama. And this person, your future spouse, is probably undergoing a period of burdening thoughts, burdening situations that they're going to have to free themselves from before they can actually come into union and give equally to you. So there is going to be some time where you two are going to have to sort of wait and hide and sort of like, hide the love that you two feel for each other, because it's necessary in order for you two to come together. So there is going to be definitely an energy of having to stand the test of time in this connection, because there is a need of them to divorce another person. I feel with this Queen of Swords, that's their ex spouse. I feel a strong energy of a proper divorce, but of course, if it's not a divorce, it could be just a long-term relationship that ends. Because the Queen of Swords can mean a divorcee. So for some of you, this is what is happening, but not all of you. This is a collective reading, so only take whatever messages resonates. But I definitely see the soul recognition with the Six of Cups and the Strength card between you two, and the wanting to be fair and equal with each other in exchanging, but having to overcome obstacles and having to hide your love to the world because it's forbidden, this forbidden fruit, the temptation. This is your future spouse, so you two are eventually going to come together. I have Archangel Uriel here, which is going to assist with your union, passion, spirit connections, also what they're going to love about you and fall in love with about you is this passionate side of yours, and this the fact that they feel the spiritual connection with you. Definitely there is angelic assistance in the love story between you two. I can feel angels again. There is a lot of angels surrounding you at the current moment even. If you already actually are experiencing this, I mean, this is clearly your confirmation in this reading. If you're really experiencing being in separation from someone that is already involved with someone else, but that you love each other very much and they are just in the process of freeing themselves, this is a confirmation for you that angelic assistance is here for you too. They love the fact that you treat yourself to beautiful things for yourself. You have self-love, and they admire this in you. This self-love that you do with yourself, every single gesture of compassion and self-love that you carry towards yourself actually highlights even further to your future spouse your value as a person. The Arrow Master, hitting the mark, intention, detachment. So there is a purpose in your life. There is a sense of purpose in your life. You do purposeful work. You are purposeful with your words and with your actions. And so your future spouse is going to fall in love with this side of you, with the intentionality that you put towards your life, and with your ability to detach from things that are not for you anymore. So this courage of yours, the Strength card, Number 10 could be relevant for you, as well as number 27, that could be your age or a relevant date of birth. Take it as it resonates. The Swan Queen, transformation, intuition, patience. You also brings this ability to transform your point of view, as we saw before, to evolve, to follow your intuition in your choices, to be patient with yourself and others. Also, there is the representation of the swans here, which is another twin flame typical sign. So that's another confirmation for you if you are on the twin flame journey. Number 13 could be relevant for you as your date of birth, or a relevant number that's for you. We have the horse, freedom. The horse spirit, what they will fall in love with is your freedom of speech, your freedom of opinion, your freedom in your actions, your free spirit, the fact that you think with your own mind. You don't necessarily applaud every common opinion, that could circulate and become, let's say, mainstream. You maybe are somebody that follows not mainstream information. You maybe get your information through other channels. It could be an independent channel. I'm talking about news and things of that sort. For example, you could be somebody that likes to research things on Reddit, or maybe you like to find your own your own way of researching about things that can give you information that you can rely more on, so you can gather the truth about things, because you are a truth seeker, I feel. So that's what I'm seeing here with this horse spirit. It also talks about the fact that you have a greater purpose that calls you, and you are following this purpose in your life. You have stamina, strength. You follow the winds of change. You go with the flow of life. You accomplish your dreams. So your future spouse is going to fall in love with this side of you and with your loving nature. You're gentle with yourself, you're gentle with others. You heal with the power of love that you carry. You see the light in everything, in all things, in all beings. You acknowledge your self-worth and grace. So you know your worth. You know yourself. You've gotten to know yourself really well. And then we have all good things are wild and free. Again, the freedom comes out again. So that's confirmation. I mean, in every single pile, I was so surprised on how many resonating cards with each other came out. It was pretty astonishing to me. I'll read you this card because there are beautiful messages for that. But let's see now. Also, how teachable are you? It comes out. You are somebody very teachable, like your future spouse sees how open-minded you are. The fact that you are seeking truth and you're seeking knowledge, and you want to know more and more. You're not going to stop at what is given to you. Even, for example, you could be somebody that even when you were studying, let's say, history, in your classes, when you were younger in school, you could be somebody that kind of at some point in time doubted what the history books would tell, and you're like, well, would that be just a version of the history? Could there be other versions of this particular piece of history? Are there other sources I could research about? Because you have this curious mind and you want to know the truth. You're a truth seeker. So you also are a very good learner. You're a quick learner. You're somebody that likes to get to the bottom of it in every single thing you do, in every single thing you're studying. So you're a very, I would say, you're very accurate and attentive. As I said with the oak, you look at the details of things. You catch all the details, and nothing kind of passes. your observation. So that's what I'm reading through these cards over and over. Let me read you the all wild, the all good things are wild and free. I absolutely love this card. Look at this picture. It just gives me this strong sense of I'm radiant, I know my worth, and I'm just gonna be myself no matter what. Let me gather the reading for this. I just realized there is a number one here, which is the energy of the magician. I feel you're a powerful manifestor as well. Let me have a look here. Number one. So this is a message for you, pile two. This is an important time in your life when you're being guided to lead from your heart, even if it makes no sense to you or anyone else, or if your mind screams at you with fear and doubt. Don't ignore what your heart is telling you. Give yourself the time and the space that you need, away from the noise and demands of the world and other people, so that the quiet, sure voice of your heart can be heard. Then take courage and act on what you feel. Your heart is wise and worthy of your trust. So, I feel like what your future spouse will love about you is this quality of yours of being untamed, being always truthful, being true to your heart, showing up for yourself and others in a very truthful way. And you're not ashamed of what you feel. You don't want to be persuaded about the fact that you should feel differently about certain situations, because you feel like your heart is a wisdom that goes beyond the logic of anybody's mind, really. And so it's like as if you had your own creative genius, this unique way of reframing problems and attracting solutions and empowering yourself and others to bring your dreams and the dreams of others to reality. So I feel some of you could be a very good life coach. If you aren't yet in that kind of field, this could be your life purpose as it comes through this reading. But of course, only take it if it resonates with you. I also have resourcefulness here and creation. Yes, this creative energy of yours. You're very resourceful as a person. It looks nearly like as if you have immense amount of energy, creativity, and your future spouse is going to fall in love with everything that you bring to life in your journey, in your soul journey. Number 2 and number 21 could be relevant. I already mentioned number 2, so the sequence 2, 2, 2, 2, 4 times 2 could be very relevant to you. You could be seeing this sequence as you come into closer union with your future spouse, which doesn't really surprise me, because number 2 is the coming together of the two, the twins, the twin flames, right? So that kind of resonates perfectly with the reading. Well, I also have the Phoenix. How is that for a happily ever after? So you have this powerful ability to resurface from the ashes of the past. And so it's an admirable quality for in the eyes of your future spouse. Number 9 could be relevant to you. Perseverance. You persevere through to the grit of life. So you see this image presents broken wings, but there is an angel. Again, the angelic presence is very strong in your life, and the angelic assistance. Sorry, I need to drink. Oof, sometimes my throat becomes dry after I talk so much. So there is this angelic assistance that's really guiding you through your path, and even even if these broken wings have been there and you have been going through challenging times, this angel is kind of calling you to leave behind whatever challenging things made you feel stuck, if you have been feeling stuck, and following the passion with this red dress, following the passion and the inspiration of what you want to achieve. I feel like your future spouse is admiring specifically when they will meet you, or if you already have met, the fact that you move forward from difficult things and then come back up with this phoenix energy, with renewed passion. You have also a very passionate side which they love about you, in terms of you inspire passion in them physically. Light. Iris says the fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. So if you are in a period of darkness, pile 2, there are energies and forces that are trying to bring you out of this. And of course, light is only visible because there is dark, and vice versa. So dark and light is not bad and good. It's just that we need both in order to move through life. So your shadow work, whatever shadow work you have done to heal yourself, it's all good, because it's it's going to help you to move towards the things that you wish for. So your future spouse anyway sees this path, this journey that you are taking, of going into the darkest corners of your soul and coming out of it renewed with the phoenix energy and with this light energy. You also have star family. I mean, that's a confirmation that you two are part of the same soul family. Iris says you're part of a team of souls. Call in support. You are supporting other souls, and this is your soul tribe, and you can call in support from other souls as well for your own when you need it, because you also need that from your soul tribe. So this reading could be part of this. I mean, I because you're watching this reading, I feel part of your soul tribe and relying on you, these messages from spirit. So call in any help that you need when you need it. Healing family issues. You may have been through a lot of past trauma in your family. This could be due also to maybe even if a family, if you were already in a relationship, a long-term relationship where you formed a family, you could have had issues also in that kind of family that you created, and this was all part of your soul journey. And as you heal these family issues, your love life will benefit. As you release this darkness that has been there for you in the past, this shadow that you need to get through in order to understand more of yourself. Because see, any challenge we go through is really a lesson for getting to know ourselves, to know each other, ourselves better, and other people as well. But it's specifically revolved about ourselves. We get to know ourselves more when we get through something and we see how we come out of it, how we are able to face reality after we go through the difficult times, and how we resolve those difficult times, how we find solutions after that. And you are very creative, because we saw this being said with this card of the wild and free. You are very creative in your own solutions for your own life, and your future spouse will fall in love with your light, with your ability to overcome issues, to overcome a past that's been dark. Of course, only take this if it's for you. It's a collective reading. It doesn't have to be your message. You could also pick another pile if you don't feel this is for you. Self-love, yeah, you overcame a lot by... You are a master at self-love at this point in time. And if you feel like you haven't mastered this yet, you are anyway on this energy, because if a card comes out that brings this kind of energy, it means that you are on that path. So 24 could be your age or a relevant number. I feel your future spouse is also going to love your body. They're going to love your beauty, fall in love with your physical features as well as your inner beauty. And the self-love that you carry is really something important that attracts them to you even more. And look at this, the tantric journey came out. So I'm not surprised when I saw this I was shuffling. This card came out for this group. I was not surprised because the twin flames. I mean, when you have a physical union with your twin, you actually go through a tantric journey where your chakras are going to align at a speed that has never been seen before. So that's absolutely on point with this reading. The frequency of tantric journey helps you to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom that you intrinsically hold about how to reach a state of wholeness and completion through your sensual experience with yourself and with other and with another. You may have also applied self-love in terms of physically as well, but only of course take this as it resonates for you. Like this could have been part of your tantric journey. So that's a very strong energy that comes out and confirms that coming into union with your future spouse is going to be an experience that's mind-blowing for you. And they're going to fall in love with you, because when you come into physical union, they're going to feel this energy, this energy of the tantric journey, this sense of wholeness, this sense of feeling like they're complete. When the moment you two are together physically, and they're going to feel one with you. That's what I mean. So it's extremely powerful. It doesn't happen for everyone on this planet. And then we have the deep heart, believe in divine destiny. So what they're going to love is your deep heart, this loving deep heart that you carry. And they're going to think to themselves, your future spouse is going to think to themselves, this is the one for me. This was divinely destined for me, because this card, that's what it's talking about. So there is an indication they will feel strongly this soul bond with you, and the fact that you two are meant for each other. Shine, and this reflects again the light. You are a light in the life of your future spouse. You are this mirror that helps them understand better even themselves. And so they're going to really, you are going to shine a light on their shadows as well, because that's what the twin flame journey is about. It's about being like a mirror for each other, and therefore holding up. And so you're going to shine the light on all the aspects of them that they still need looking at. And this is probably going to happen specifically at the beginning when you two meet, because you two meeting, I feel, is going to trigger the final completion of the old relationship that either one of you was still in, or both of you, could be for both. Take it as it resonates. Held. May you feel the ocean's caress. I feel like your future spouse is going to fall in love with the way you hold them. When you two hug each other, it's going to be that kind of feeling of like, finally I am home, and they're going to love how you caress them. They're going to love this fresh feeling of rejuvenated energy that you bring. When you put your feet in the ocean and it feels like that kind of nice cold waking up, awakening. Yeah, you're going to awaken your person soul to new levels of their own reality. So you're going to highlight the things with this oak energy, the things that they need to they still need changing in their life, and you're going to do this for each other. So it's very, very, very gorgeous, this energy. Let me see now, with the Tarot of Sexual Magic, it came up this King of Pentacles. So you two are going to be very playful with each other, I feel. There's going to be times where you two are all about playing and flirting and being fun with each other. having this kind of very intimate moments. I feel a lot of intimacy from this card, and um, and if you're a man watching, your future spouse will fall in love with the way you hold them in your arms, the sense of security that you give them, because the King of Pentacles is a provider, somebody that makes you feel secure. And if you're a woman watching, flip it in reverse, your future spouse is going to love to hold you because it's going to love making you feel secure and protected. And anyway, there is also a vice versa, because when somebody is truthful as you are, pile two, your future spouse is going to be feel safe and secure in their love for you as well, no matter if he's a man or a woman, no matter what is the most dominant masculine energy and which is the most dominant, let's say, protective energy. Protection comes also from knowing that you can trust and believe in what a person is telling you, a person is giving you as a pure love. So that's what I'm seeing here. I also see the Knight of Cups, and this card, which I unfortunately have to cover, is a beautiful picture of a gorgeous lady. Let me cover it up with this. This is the Empress. And I'm not surprised to have the Empress energy here, because this is a union between divine counterparts, Empress, Emperor. So your future spouse loves your caring, gentle nature, as well as nurturing, blissful energy of creation, creativity. I think your future spouse will fall in love with your fertility as well. Like they see you as a very fertile being. Either it be physically, your physical features are going to speak fertility, but also fertility of ideas, fertility of mindset, a prosperous mindset. They're going to get this feeling of abundance from you, like abundance of pleasure, abundance of feelings. It's a all comprehensive, all round type of feeling that they get. And this compassionate nature with the Page of Cups, this loving nature towards others, wanting to offer pure true love around you, and to them. They're going to fall in love with the way you present this love to them in such an innocent way. And the card of innocence, we saw it before, it comes up again. So that's again the innocence of your love that comes through. So yes, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love this energy. And also we have the emerging dawn. So trust that every ending is another beginning coming in disguise. You see the energy of the phoenix we talked about. You have trust in life. The trust card was here. Yeah, you trust. Well, this is the truth one, but there was also, did I remember? No, there was honesty. But anyway, there is this trust that you bring in ending and new beginnings, the full energy that we saw. So you are not afraid of ending things, because you know that there is going to be a new dawn. Enjoy the journey. The journey comes out again for the third time. Embrace each moment fully, staying open to new experiences and lessons along the way. Yeah, that's the energy you carry. So your future spouse is going to get enamored with this energy of yours of rejuvenation, reinventing yourself, and they're going to be transported into this. You two together are going to reinvent your life together once again. I also see this door which says silent skill. The hawk, when they fly, they're silent creatures. You know, when they're flying above in suspension on the air. I challenge you to unpack your mind in meditation's grace. The soul can unwind. You challenge their mind. You bring a new, look at the resonance of colors as well. You bring this new dawn in their own life, and they're going to fall in love with this ability to renew their own self through you, through the presence of you in their life. They're going to fall in love also with inner power, with your inner power, with your sense of inner power. By your own command, you brought yourself here. At this moment in life, you have nothing to fear. the courage, the bravery of going for your own way, going against the grain, going against the, like, not following the trend, but going for what you believe in, trusting and believing in yourself for what is your soul purpose. And foxglove, confidence, yeah, again, the be what you want to see. You are the transformation you seek in the world. You embody that. So that's gorgeous, honesty energy. I'm going to now do several tarot spreads, so that's not the end of the reading. And then I have romance as a last oracle card. Cupid's arrow strikes, of course. You two are just going to have this soul immediate recognition. It's going to be love at first sight between you two, there's no doubt. And no matter what your circumstances, you two are going to want to come together. So let me clear this all out, and I'm going to put now several spreads to clarify more. Okay, please Spirit, bring us some confirmation about the messages that we already got through the other spreads, and also if you have any further messages, please bring us messages for part 2. What is it that's going to make their future spouse fall in love with them? We have the Muse of Voices and the Nine of Voices. I feel like you are somebody that manifests in your dream state, or in a meditative state, like when you do meditations or visualizations. The Muse of Voices in this particular tarot deck is the equivalent of what is the King of Swords. I feel your mind is very sharp. Your future spouse is going to fall in love with your mind. They're going to feel like there is something very intriguing about the way you think, the way you speak. Let me see more. This person is going to dream about you as well. You're going to appear in their dreams, possibly even before meeting. What else? For pile 2. Justice. Yeah. This is confirmation of what we saw with that archetype of the advocate. You could definitely be working in the justice system as well, specifically, but doesn't have to be. Anyway, you have this sense of fairness for yourself and others, and you really value that people get respected for what they bring. So you would be somebody that would definitely intervene if there is a situation where somebody is being mistreated. I feel very strongly. At the bottom of the deck we have the Nine of Inspiration. They're going to fall in love with your sensuality. They're going to find it magnetically attractive, and you're going to ignite in your future spouse very strong sensual feelings. They're going to fall in love with the way they are, completely enamored with you and attracted to you on every level. Every fiber of their body is going to scream, I want to be with this person. That's what I'm seeing here. Let me pull this up. These are beautiful imagery, by the way, in this deck. I love it. So what else can you tell us about why will the future spouse of pile 2 fall in love with them? What is it exactly? The Devil. This person is gonna feel as if they cannot live without you. There is going to be an element of obsession and extreme physical attraction. As I said, essentially you are just perfect. I mean, for them, your smell, your touch, the way you feel under their hands, the way you feel when you're in physical union, is just going to be mind-blowing, and it's they say, not you can't repeat it. It's you're unforgettable. It's basically there is no one like you. Nobody can reproduce your energy or the way you make them feel, and that's going to be why they feel so magnetized to you, because you're twins, because you are mirror souls, because you two are you know, because you two are one. And yeah, they love your romantic side as well. They love the fact that you have this very sweet, gentle, kind heart that's sweeping them off their feet, and they want to do the same for you. So let's see what else. Exactly. Yeah, because you are successful at everything you accomplish. You know, they see you as somebody very confident, somebody that's also, you may even have a position of you know, you may be in the public eye, maybe you have a blog or a channel or something where people follow you. You could have, yeah, you could have literally followers. um you could have a YouTube channel, something of that sort. Anyway, they see you as a very successful person, very accomplished, and they're going to fall in love with your sense of confidence, see you in your full power. Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, between this card, look at this, between this card and this card, this gives like a sense of I know who I am, I know what I bring, I have I have strength, I have power, I have abilities. Yeah, King of Wands, come on. That's a strong energy of being like knowing yourself. Look at the bottom, the Six of Cups. Knowing your worth, knowing your value. They love how much you are ambitious, how much you want to achieve your goals, your ambitions, your aspirations, your how much you want to bring justice through your actions to people. They love your motivation in life, your sense of purpose. With the Six of Cups, they feel this strong soul bond. It's undeniable. You are just anytime you are with each other, it's just so enjoyable. It's really sweet between you two. It's a feeling of this is where I want to be. This is feeling like home. I don't want to be anywhere else. So this is why they will fall in love with you. Let me see more with one last tarot spread. This is very gorgeous energy, very strong. Let me see what else. Why will your future spouse fall in love with you? Pile 2. What is it exactly about you? The Eight of Cups. Yeah, the ability to walk away from things, people, places that are not for you, that don't satisfy you. You know, you turn your back to those situations and you just move forward. Yeah, move forward because you know what you deserve. You want to achieve this proper union, proper family, proper legacy with your soul twin. I mean, this is the symbol of the soul family. So they admire the fact that you love the traditional values of family, unity, being together, togetherness. Wow, the Empress again. Come on. That's absolutely confirmation. Page of Swords confirms your inquisitive mind, your attention to detail. The Empress confirms the fact that you're absolutely a person that can create anything you envision. And they will also love to see you carrying their child if you're a woman watching. They will love when you're pregnant with them. and with your baby together. So I mean, they're going to love your body in any type of form, when you're pregnant, when you're not. This person is just going to fall in love with you madly, and they will never want to take their eyes off of you. Page of Swords, they love your. I also heard dependability. Sorry, I just had to interrupt this message because another came through, and I was like, okay. They love your dependability. Yeah, how dependable you are with others, towards your community, your family, your the people and that you love. And the Page of Swords, yeah, you are very curious about the world, about our life, about anything. So they love to delve in your mind and discover what you already know, and let you know what they know. And it's a gorgeous conversation between two people that are very interesting, and they can spark each other's interest, mentally. You mentally stimulate them. So that's why they're going to fall in love with you, pile 2. If you like this, please like the video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Appreciate your contribution, your support towards my work. Please also share this with anyone you think could benefit from watching this. I aim to reach any soul out there that needs some guidance. Please also leave me a comment. I'd love to know if this was your story. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. Hi to everyone who chose pile 3, the marriage card. So the first message I get from this particular image is that your future spouse is going to fall in love with your embrace, with the way you feel under their kisses. Yeah. So that's the very first thing. Like, embracing you is it's such a lovely feeling, and giving you this big hug and being close to you, it feels lovely. But I'm going to go now. I already pre-shuffled lots of oracles, and also I'm going to get some tarot. But let's begin. I have the starfish. I have the enchantment card. I also have the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. So just as a start, okay, this person is going to love your beauty. I mean, there is an enchantment to you. So your future spouse is going to fall in love with this energy that you bring, of this siren energy. You attract them in ways that nobody else has ever done. There is something about you as a person that is just very magnetic, and pulling them in and calling them in. Your voice, they're gonna fall in love with your voice for sure, with this image of the siren. But I also feel, looking at you, your physical beauty, and when they're going to be in physical union with you, because the second chakra is the chakra that's connected to the sensuality. So any physical interaction, sensual interaction, is going to feel really right for them. Now there is more though, because this beauty is not just, let's say, external. There is an energy to you that they feel. It's mesmerizing. I'll show you more about this through tarot. First of all, I'm going to clarify with tarot. What is it that for pile 3 will make your future spouse fall in love with you? We have the Emperor, the Four of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, at the bottom of the deck, the King of Swords. So no matter if you are a man or a woman watching, you stand in your power. So with the Emperor card and the King of Swords, I mean, you are probably someone that um, when when somebody looks at you, people don't know exactly how you feel about them, about things, um, because your feelings are kept as a secret, as a precious gift within you, I feel. And so it's something really to discover, because with this enchantment card, if you think about it, a siren is this mythological creature, very evanescent, very much a creature that nearly cannot be touched, because it could disappear in the water very quickly, and so you might have a glance as they rest on a rock, but they could quickly disappear into the depth of water. So I feel like that your future spouse will fall in love with the depth of your feelings, and the fact that they need to dig deep in order to come to the core of those feelings that you have. I also feel that you give them a great sense of stability. You feel like home to them when they're in your when you're close to you. You give your future spouse a sense of I can relax with this person, because they have their ducks in a row. They have their stuff together, all together. You present yourself really well. You you are probably really well dressed. I would say you're somebody that looks after your appearance very carefully in details, and they love how well put together you are, and they also feel like they can relax with you because you have things under control in your own life. So there is not to worry about what you bring, because you bring this stability, this certainty, and yet you bring a lot of passion with the wands. So it's a mixture of feeling grounded by you, and at the same time feeling inspired and very passionate about you. Now, you're also somebody that's able to multitask. So your future spouse is going to probably admire your ability to look after several different tasks and responsibilities all at the same time. And this could entail, the way you look after people that you love, as well as your job, and looking after yourself. Like you are like an all-rounder in terms of having several different skills and putting them all together at work at the same time. You're this juggler. You're able to do more than one thing at a time. They also feel like you went through something really difficult in your life, potentially to do with your family. You might have experienced some betrayal within your own family, but if that's not your message, you might have experienced some betrayal in your life in general, either it be from friends or from past relationships. You may be specifically, and that's only for some of you, you may already have had a long-term relationship, and you may have divorced, because I see this King of Swords with the Ten of Swords and the Four of Wands. This tells me about the possibility for some of you to already be somebody that went through divorce, but that's of course not for everyone. You have also a graceful mind. Your future spouse feels intellectually stimulated by you. The way you speak, the way your mannerisms are something that your future spouse will fall in love with. The way you convey information, knowledge, and all. You're a very great communicator. You're very clear when you speak to others. You don't beat around the bush. You go straight to the point, and you cut anything that is detrimental to you. And I have confirmation of this energy because I feel like I have several cards that actually talk to me about your energy. You might have had people in your life with this addict archetype. You may have had people in your life that had some form of addictive behavior. This could be specifically, it could be suffering from addictions of any sort, either within your family or with people that you may have being in a relationship with at some point in your life, either romantically or not. And you probably are somebody that helped these people recognize and confronted these addictive behaviors. And I say this because you also have the snake energy here that confirms that there was some form of toxicity, either in the environment you grew up within or in the experiences anyway that you have encountered in your life journey, which is confirmed also by the temporary problems of the clouds here and the card of the wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. So there have been some limitations that you have overcome in your life. So your future spouse admires your ability to overcome the limitations that you might have been subjected to during your life because of people around you that either were affected by addictions or that had a codependent behavior or that had a limited mindset, something that anyway was limiting to you. Temporary problems though, because you overcame this. And in fact, we have the most difficult part of a situation is over. So you have come out on top of these situations. And with the empty room, you have started rebuilding your life from scratch, from the beginning, as if you were starting from a blank canvas. So there has been some time in your life where you had to restart anew, either by moving in a new place, moving out of your home, or by moving out of situations that weren't being good for you in terms of the energy around you, and you set your healthy boundaries. Your future spouse is going to fall in love with your strength of character, with the fact that you know your worth, and you're conscious of protecting your energy. Number 3 and number 36 could be relevant. This could be your age or a date of birth or a month of birth. Take it as it resonates. You're going to be this discovery for your future spouse. You may specifically have moon in Leo, but definitely I see an energy of wanting to get to know you, wanting to discover what's behind this mysterious veil that somehow looks like for your future spouses, it nearly feels like they can never grasp you fully. They can never completely understand all the sides of you, all the aspects that you bring, all of your energy. So they will want to go on to this discovery physically as well as mentally, and personality wise. They want to understand all about you. They will fall in love with how magnetically attracted they feel to you. There is a magnet here, and how much you feel like you fit each other perfectly, physically, emotionally. And there is a lock and a key in this picture. So they will fall in love with the fact that you just feel right to them as a person. Now I see that you have gone through times in your life where you were perplexed. You had times of indecision. How do I go about resolving this toxicity that's affecting my life? And I see you though releasing these negative thoughts about yourself and your life depicted here. So you have a transformative energy within you that your future spouse is going to fall in love with. Um, the thing that you did was to come out of something very difficult that was oppressing you, and you came out rejuvenated. Somehow you are able to bring in life this kind of light from within, and your future spouse is going to be really astounded by the light energy that you bring. I see this new dawn even at the back of this card. There is this enchantment with you. You look after your well-being. You're very poised. I feel that's what I heard. You felt out of balance sometime at some point in your life, and you might have been even overworked, feeling overwhelmed with the amount of work you had to carry out, feeling like the amount of tasks you needed to juggle in your life were never ending. You might have been somebody that, for example, could have had to look after your siblings when they were very young. I'm gonna check with Taro for confirmation. Let me see. What is this about? Why did pile 3? What is it that pile 3 endured and that made them grow strong, and that and what is this light? Yeah, there you go. We have the King of Pentacles, Six of Wands, the Five of Pentacles. There it is. Five of Pentacles, the Judgment. Yeah, and then at the bottom we have the Sun card. Look at this beautiful spread here. I can show you now. So you came from a place where there was possibly even poverty. Like you might have come out of poverty at some point in your life. You might have experienced somebody neglected you, somebody that it could have been physical poverty, like for some of you only. Of course, that's a collective reading, but for some of you, you could have experienced financial constraints in your family as you grew up. You may have been there for somebody that might have had to look after your siblings, as I said, or maybe your parents if they were ill. Something of that sort I feel from this card. A very tough kind of upbringing for some of you. But what I see is that with this judgment, you actually then came up on top, and new happier days came to life for you, because then you got successful with your work. With the King of Pentacles and the Six of Wands, you have a lot of masculine energy in your spread. So you are you carry a very masculine energy, even if you are a woman. You are like a boss in your own life. And you have become successful with the Six of Wands. You have reached a lot of success in your life. You might be in the public eye, and you might have followers even. If you could have potentially like developed some form of a channel, a blog, social media. You might be famous on social media. Whatever the case may be for you specifically, you have had success, and you have turned from rags to riches. You have turned from excuse me, a place that was very sad to a place of total fulfillment and happiness within yourself and with others as well. I see a community celebration here as well. So I feel like you have really turned your life upside down in a very positive sense. And your future spouse will fall in love with your story, with your life story, with what you have achieved so far. There is this Asia card, so some of you will resonate with being Asian, but of course it won't be for everyone. We have this kind of let go of control and relax into the flow. So you learned during this life journey so far how to let go of things that felt out of control and to relax into the flow of life. Now, I also see you though in the Emperor energy, which is an energy of control. So maybe either there was somebody very controlling in your childhood, it could have been a father figure that was very tough to deal with. But again, this is very specific for only some of you. And this father figure kind of put you in a place where you felt like you needed to be in a certain way and perform in a certain manner, but you have learned through life that actually if you let go of this control over every single performance or every single result, you actually then flow into life in a way that brings you accomplishments even more easily. So that's your life lessons so far. And your future spouse is going to fall in love with the wisdom that you've reached, I feel. You see the dragon's duel. This is a duel between two powerful forces within you. You had this inner conflict about what really was morality for you. What were your values? You had to kind of reinvent. In a way, you had to reevaluate your values because I think you grew up in a tough upbringing that either was too controlling or too chaotic. One way or another, you grew up wanting to sort of control situations because either you felt too much out of control because of chaotic circumstances, or the other way around, maybe you felt like you were oppressed and kind of pushed into a certain direction from your parents, your society, your community. So you kind of had to reevaluate what really were the core values that you stood for, and you had to make a conscious choice. Number 23 could be relevant for you as either your age or your date of birth. And you have learned to be self-reliant. With this snow leopard energy here, you are strongly independent, very often solitary. You have learned to go your own way, to really come out of your shell and express yourself for your beliefs, for your inner beliefs. You have this integrity. Integrity is important to you, morality, integrity. And sometimes your presence nearly feels like as if you were invisible, not because you are you are extremely stunning, so that's nearly impossible, because I see all these cards are talking about beauty and outer beauty, specifically with the starfish card as well. It talks about physical beauty. So you must be a very either handsome man or very gorgeous woman. No matter what, you stand out, but sometimes you cloak yourself. You try to not be as much visible. Maybe you dress more like modestly in order not to be looked at too much, because your beauty is so striking that most of the people would already look at you so intensively, and you sometimes I feel like you kind of want to escape even this because you feel too much observed and you feel nearly awkward about it, and you want to be recognized for your spiritual side, and I feel like your future spouse will be able to see that in you, because they're not going to be just stopping at the physical beauty, although they're going to be enchanted by it, but they're also going to go forward and go deeper, because you have a strong intuition, and you stand strong in your silence often. I feel a lot of this stoic energy from you, from the emperor, the king of swords that I saw earlier, and now the snow leopard. This gives all this vibe of stoicism. You have learned how to be in control of your emotions, but not to the detriment of expressing yourself. I feel there is a balance that you've reached. In fact, I also have this enthusiasm. So they're going to fall in love with the fact that you are a very sunny person, very enthusiastic about life, somebody that has a positive outlook on life, and yet you are very firm in your boundaries. You're like, do not cross my boundaries, because that's going to then change this joyous attitude that I have into something much more impenetrable. So there is that kind of element to you, and they're gonna just get entranced by this multiple layers that you present, this complexity in a way. Now I have the freaking beautiful card, so that's another confirmation of how beautiful you are. Even simply aesthetically, you are everybody's type, you know what I mean? It's like that kind of person that is everybody's type. Everybody would want to be with you because you are so stunning. And yet you are very unique, because you see, here it says it's better to be absolutely ridiculous than absolutely boring. So there is this element of you being as well very rare to find. I mean, a siren, how rare is a siren to find? So it's a rare encounter, and that's what's going to make your future spouse fall in love with you. They never saw anyone like you, outside and inside. It's yeah, look at the beauty card came out as well. Like, I mean, the amount of resonance I got between all the cards is just mind-blowing. All the pies were like this. I'm going to now confirm with some tarot about this. Let's see, what is it that your future spouse is going to absolutely love about you and fall in love with about you? Why are they going to fall in love? Look at this. The world, that's the beauty. I mean, in this particular deck, the world card represents is showing this gorgeous, prosperous. You probably are very also curvy. You may have very. If you're a woman, you're probably somebody that is very, very harmonious body, but very curvaceous and very enticing, alluring. How can I say? Like you excite people just by looking at you. People just get excited all of a sudden. Your future spouse is going to admire your physical beauty so much. Beauty, beauty, beauty. I mean, it's everywhere on this spread. You can tell. You can see. But it's more than that. You close the major cycles in your life. There is a depth. This beauty is not just external, it's also coming from within. You close major cycles that were very difficult in your life, where you had inner conflict about how to progress, and yet you came to the bottom of it. Let me see more. Why will your future spouse absolutely fall in love with you? Pile number 3. The Lovers. Look at this, bouncing here. Yeah, I mean, again, look. That's a very similar type of imagery. This person is gonna feel this soul bond with you, like it's no tomorrow, like there's no tomorrow. They will want to romance you. They will want to just be close to you at every opportunity. Your energy is just, as I said, like a magnet. It's something they cannot resist. So it's here, everywhere on the spread. You're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're handsome, you're attractive, you're everything they wanted, the unique self that they cannot resist. Page of Cups. They love your innocence of heart. They love how surprising you are in the way you present your love to them. You're so spontaneous in your childlike approach to giving love. There is this sort of friendly, lovely, sweet innocence to you. Nearly like as if it was, the love you get from a child. What else? Why are they going to fall in love with you? The King of Wands. All the kings are coming out for you. You have this masculine energy as well. very strong, very powerful, very motivated and ambitious. So there is this side of you that's very assertive, very confident. Let me just put the blind a tiny bit. It's a lot of sunshine. I feel like your light, because of all this sunshine now coming out, I feel like your light is so blinding, so strong that it's nearly blinding to your future spouse. So it's kind of overpowering them. But I think there is also this side of you that's very vulnerable. And so the combination of these two aspects of you, I feel, is what's going to make them fall in love with you. This vulnerability and confidence at the same time. I want to read the freaking beautiful card there. Here it says, let me put more light. Here it says, you are here to march to your own beat. So you march at the beat of your own drum. That's what really is one of the things that will make your future spouse fall in love with you. You can be happy and free whether the world looks at you with awe, admiration, confusion, or love. All of these at once. Others can love you even if they can't always understand you. This is the card that I saw about indecision. Remember that oracle card here? Hold on. Let me find it for you. I'm going to remove all of this. There it is. People sometimes don't know what to make of you, like what to think. And they can be very confused, I feel. And your future spouse is going to be probably one of them as well. But eventually your future spouse will figure you out and will kind of understand you better. I look at the resonance of the colors in these two cards actually as well. That's quite remarkable, I would say. So like the resonance between this card and the messages coming out of this card is quite remarkable. Being different doesn't have to mean being alone. It's only when you try to change yourself to fit into a stereotype that you will lose your way, becoming unhappy, discovering obstacles, and feeling increasingly rejected or defeated. The universe doesn't want you to be someone else. It wants you to be you, which is what I was explaining with the Dragon's Duel. Because with that card, if I can find it, there was an inner conflict that you experienced that basically led you to, there it is, that basically led you to realize who you are at the core and what you really value and the values that you bring and what is it that your inner guidance tells you to do and to be. Yeah, so you basically quit to trying to fit in, and you enjoying being yourself is what made you win at life, or is bringing you on the path of being successful. So that's what they're going to be falling in love with, the fact that you are your unique self and that you bring so much of your own personality that is very special. There is something that they never experienced before with anybody else. You are this unique being, and you're just standing out from the crowd. That's what I'm getting here. Right, so let's get more of the oracle cards. We have the fruitfulness. So the energy of the Empress really is now coming out for me with this fruitfulness card, and also with that world card that we saw earlier where she looks very abundant, that figure. Now, regardless of if you're a man or a woman, that's still valid. There is an energy of abundance, prosperity coming off of you, and that's probably because of all that you have accomplished in life already. Also, you have really worked through this life journey so far and soul journey on your own worth. So you have realized that you are always enough. No matter if you are up or down, if you are part of the in crowd or out crowd, you are always worth. Your worth is not diminished. You're always enough. Lighthouse. So you're going to highlight this for your future spouse as well. Number 27 or 20 could be relevant for you as an age or date of birth. So they're going to fall in love with this sense of confidence and self-assertiveness. Instinct. They love your instinctual nature, the wild side of you, the wild side that is not boring, that is making them feel all awake in their instincts as well. You're bringing out an instinctual side from your future spouse as well. Let's see more. Stargazing. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself very focus. So you're very focused on what you are dreaming of. You're very focused on your aspirations in life. You dare to dream big. That's what I'm getting here. And that's what's going to make your future spouse fall in love with you. Why your future spouse will fall in love with you. I also have here the child of the cosmos, and also the fully immersed card here. And look at the imagery on these two cards. It looks to me very similar. Now, one is through galaxies and the other is in the water, but it's very similar. For me, it's about realizing that everything that you want is all around you and that you can reach it, and it's just waiting for you to be discovered. So you will probably talk about these things with your future spouse, and they're gonna be enchanted by your conversation, by your point of view, by your world view. Here it says, stay in the flow, surrender to the rhythm of life, remaining open to opportunities and lessons as they naturally unfold. You have accepted all the lessons that came in your life. You have come to a point of realizing that everything occurred for a reason, no matter how hard it was to go through. And you have this fruitfulness, this resourcefulness. You're a person that brings a lot of positive feelings, positive vibes, material abundance. I feel like you've worked a lot within yourself and also in the manifestation of things. Here it says, Cavern of Secrets. This really reminds me of the siren. Unveil the hidden wonders within the shadowy depths of enigmatic secrets and concealed wisdom. Yes, this is the enigma. You represent this enigma. And your future spouse will just want to discover this enigma and delve into the depth of this concealed wisdom of yours. So you have reached a point of wisdom. Here it says, revelations await. Embrace the mystery, embark on a journey of discovery, and watch as secrets unveil before you. So it's like taking a journey with you onto this promised land, of abundance, of where you two can together reach higher levels of prosperity together. It feels a lot like the typical power couple dynamic there. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. Your future spouse will fall in love with you because they feel like you know each other already. In fact, I have also this other card that says belonging. May you welcome yourself home. It feels like coming back home with you. It feels like as if you two are coming back together from a journey that where you parted, perhaps in a past life, and you're now coming back together in this lifetime. Begin. May you start as if you have already begun. There is this energy of you being good at starting um, new opportunities for yourself, like in your life, let's say a new business opportunity, new job opportunities, new friends, new situations. I feel like you have changed something in your living circumstances that's been major for you. There is this magic about it. This is the energy of the magician, really. 31 could be relevant for you. The frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move forward toward possibilities and expressions that are grand and profound as we can imagine. So there is this depth about you. There is this depth. There is this sense of there is a lot that we can build together. There is a lot that you already have built by yourself. There is an expansive energy about you that your future spouse is going to fall in love with. And pride, this is what you have overcome. I feel like you set healthy boundaries. Sometimes people look at you as if you were prideful, but all the while all you were doing was protecting yourself from toxic environment, toxic people. And then there is the betrayed heart here that comes out. So that's your heart representation. So you moved on from, as I spoke about it in the beginning, from some form of betrayal of your trust in others, whatever that form took. And here it says, risk opening up to life and love. So you are willing to opening up to love and life again. And you've done that. So your future spouse is gonna fall in love with your ability to open up again. Number 10 could be relevant for you as a date of birth or a life path. And then look, there is the sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. So making love to you is gonna be blissful for your future spouse. They're gonna fall in love while they're touching you, while they're having this union with you, physical union. And then there is this really another card of beauty, I feel. But it says, look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. Your future spouse is going to really look inside themselves and realize that you are this magical being for them that appeared in their life, and that the reason they're feeling this way, this love, it's because of your the way you are and what you're bringing to them, as we all described already. And they see the value in you. Look at this Knight of Pentacles. They will do anything for you to conquer you. And again, there is this is one of the figures for me in this deck that really shows how attractive you are. Very, very enticing, honestly. Like there's just this energy of like, I know my worth. I'm not taking less than I deserve. And there is this man here trying to offer all sorts of things. And then there is her kind of taking nearly this fruit just to check if it is ripe enough for her. So you're going to be very meticulous about choosing your partner, and your future spouse is going to admire and love the fact that you chose them as the one that deserves to have you. So you see how this is like really a confirmation for them of their own value in a way, because they see that you as a very extremely important and valuable person, and therefore for you to choose them, it means for them a confirmation of their own value as a person. Although I'm pretty much sure that they are also very confident as a person, but it's always nice to have an external confirmation from your partner. And I see also here we have the King of Wands. I think your future spouse is going to look at you as this snack to really enjoy. We have the Nine of Pentacles. You are extremely luxurious as a person, like the way you present yourself, the way the goals you have reached, the things you have achieved. You're very well looked after. You look after yourself really well. You have good, possibly if you're a woman, good manicure, good skin, good skincare routine. You know, it's like you're all very well put together. Your future spouse admires this of you. He loves that about you, and they just can't wait to you know, offer you what they have to offer, the King of Wands. And they love undressing you. Look at this. It's like they love unveiling. You see, the unveiling comes out again. It's like unveiling this mystery. What's behind all these veils? What's all this coverage? What is it? What is it that I can see? This is very physical now. It's a description. They're gonna be very curious to discover your every inch of your body. I feel. They're gonna fall in love with your physical body as well. And then there is this card of the nomad, which talks again about the journey. The nomadic wanderer lies deep inside, so take the leap now, don't crawl back and hide. So that's about coming out and expressing yourself. So your future spouse loves the way you express yourself in the world. And then there is this stone wall. Look at this. It's like a stone wall door, closed, locked. Let's see. Bless this space. It says your sacred space holds the soul to bear. Palo Santo sage will clear the air. You really needed to clear your energy after your past. And I feel your future spouse sees you as a sacred space, as a soul that is sacred and that they hold very dear. And then we have this one. A distant kiss in prayer flag. I wish all the wishes that you were here. Through sunlight and rain, I need you near. Exactly, like this person will not be able to live without you. And they're gonna fall in love madly. And they're not gonna be able to have you away from there. And if at some point you will have to be distant for any reason, this person is going to wish for you to come back together. So let me now pull more tarot for you. I'm going to clear this spread and put some more tarot for you, just to give you the last messages. If you like this video so far, please like it and subscribe to my channel to support my work, please. I really appreciate your support. Let me see more about this. What is it exactly about you that will make your future spouse fall in love with you? Look at this. You represent the ideal partner in their eyes. Everything about you talks to them about the fact that they can have it all with you. Material abundance, emotional abundance, family, unity, togetherness. You are part of the same soul tribe. So you are soulmates. As we saw before, you have had past lives together. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, your persistence in achieving your goals, in ambitions in life is what really will make them fall in love. The fact that you're a solid person. Five of Cups. Regardless of the difficulties that you went through life, you have had the courage to turn your back to the grief, to the sadness, and walk up, standing upright, standing straight up into your power. Seven of Pentacles again. There is a lot of Pentacles energy. You may have very strong earth placements like Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You put in the solid work. You invest in the things you believe in, and you see the fruits of your labor. Queen of Cups, you are extremely sensitive, emotional, very empathic. You offer an energy that is very unique. I see the Lovers picking at the bottom, so I'm going to take it. And the Four of Wands, followed by the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Cups. This person is going to fall in love with you. You are a perfect pair. King and Queen of Cups. You're a perfect match, and you two bring pure love to each other. They're going to fall in love because you are made for each other. There is a soul bond between you two. Very, very strong. You could have Sagittarius somewhere in your chart. You could have Gemini in your chart. With the Wheel of Fortune, this feels destined. This union is blessed. And it feels serendipitous. It feels like you two are meant to be in each other's life and celebrate together. So let me gather another tarot spread to gather more information for you. What is it specifically about you, Pile 3, that will make your future spouse fall in love with you? You're loving, you're caring. That's one of the things that's coming out here. Look, Ace of Emotions. I was talking about emotions, loving, care. You are very, very giving in matters of love. When you love somebody, you give it all. Look at the posture of this sphere here. What is this? Oh, it's a bit of tape on my finger, sorry. Let me see more. Eight of Inspiration. You move forward in your life decisively. You probably like wearing high heels if you're a woman watching. Doesn't have to be though. But for some of you, you really are looking after the way you dress in an elegant way. But anyway, you're an inspired person, an inspired soul. And look, it come out again, the Queen of Emotions. So you're definitely a muse of emotions as well. You're very loving as a person, so no doubt they will fall in love with you. I mean, who wouldn't want to receive all this love, you know, this watery energy, this depth of feeling? Anyone would want to delve into this, as well as there is though the passion, because inspiration is about wands, is about passion. So you're a passionate, loving creature. So that's why they're going to fall in love with you. It's like really basking into the water of love. I mean, honestly, it's just really a beautiful energy here coming out. Let's see the bottom of the deck. We have the Hermit. You went through some very important time of your life where you retreated, and your future spouse admires how you were able to stand alone, and again, go with the beat of your own drum, walk to the beat of your own drum without too much caring about what others' influences were around. You know, what influences you had either as you grew up or as you experience life. So you stand up strong in your own firm foundation, I heard, and you stand up strong in your values and in your integrity. That's what I'm getting here. Right, so these were your messages, Pile 3. If you liked it, please like this video, as I said, and share this with anyone you think could benefit from watching. My intention is to always bring these messages to anyone who needs guidance. And leave me a comment. I'd love to know if this was your pile when you're reading. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye bye.